Hey, I want to welcome everybody to the latest episode of Taco Tuesday. Unless you're watching this video a while ago, there might be other ones, but I'm really pumped to be sitting down with Anthony. You might know Anthony from the Vineyard here because he plays bass and he is lively. It's a good way to do it, yeah. He's a professional air bass guitar player as well. We've got tacos from Coloca's on Main Street here in Red Bluff. Yeah, they're fantastic. They're my favorite. We got carnitas today.
Carnitas is really
good. You like them?
Oh, I love carnitas, yeah.
Good.
Honestly, my favorite would have to be lengua, which for those of you who don't know is cow tongue. Really good. I know. Don't let it fool you. It sounds daunting, but
I've heard it's good, but I have not yet tried it. But I tried, but they didn't have any, so we're going with carnitas. Before we jump into eating, I'm gonna eat tacos while you tell us what's something really important to know about you. Like somebody maybe who doesn't know you, they might see you on the stage playing bass, but like what's important to know about you?
Well, I honestly get a lot of people that'll be like, well, you don't look like the type to go to church, much less play, worship music. And it's, for one thing, it's not always about what you look like, but, your intentions are what should be driving you. And as far as my appearance, this is how I feel comfortable mostly.
Yeah.
I found at a young age that I had kind of this attraction for the dark side of life. Monsters, vampires, werewolves, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And all the Hollywood monsters of old, classic Frankenstein and werewolf and, all the good old greats.
So you got rid of the dark stuff though, and then kept Jesus and then dressed like a goth guy though still?
Yeah. I mean, I still... you can't help what you like, but, definitely just been really passionate about the worship team and my involvement with that. And I actually want to eventually grow to the level where I'm more of a worship leader capacity.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's cool. So important to know about you is don't judge a book by its cover.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel bad eating all. I will eat all.
Feel bad.
I'll eat all of. No, I will feel bad after I eat them all.
Well,
and you're gonna want me to feel bad about eating them all.
I might.
Yeah. So
I might rub it in your face later.
You probably will.
Jokingly.
Yeah, you probably will. But so these tacos are so good. But while you're enjoying your taco there, I'd love to know. So you've been coming to the Vineyard for a while now. Dawn and I have been here for 7 years. How long have you been attending the Vineyard? Like 5?
I think about 5, yeah.
So
Sounds about right.
What brought you to the Vineyard? Like, how did you get here?
So honestly, it started off where, I went to church. I grew up in church when I was younger. Stopped going to church as I got older, and then got with my wife and our family. My younger son started showing and vocalizing an interest in learning about God. Had a lot of questions that he was wrestling with about life, and just you could see he wanted answers, needed answers. And she didn't really have much of a background with church, like an established church.
Your wife?
Going to church or anything. So she was like, well, why don't you come with me? I was like, okay, I'll definitely go with you. Well, I'll go together. It's been a while since I've gone. I could use it. So one of his teachers at the time, who still actually attends here every once in a while, we see her every once in a while, recommended the Vineyard, and so we started coming and just instantly really liked the vibe.
Cool.
Just really nice, welcoming, friendly, open vibe, It was like, okay, we'll start, going on a regular. My son's sense has stopped going as much, but I'm more of the mindset of, the seeds are there, they're planted. He still shows up every once in a while. And, it's more of the thing where, like, I was more so forced to go to church at a young age.
So you're trying to navigate how to influence him for Jesus, but not...
Also give him his own free will choice.
Yeah,
and
that makes sense.
Yeah. Just
My
trying to maintain the tensions there,
Some of my kids wish that we would do that. And we're like, you're going to church.
The pastor's kids always do.
I guess, yeah. Some do, some don't. You know, when you have 5 kids, it's really interesting to notice how they all have their own little...
Well, what's the age differences between yours? Because you guys got a pretty nice spread there.
Yeah. Our oldest, Alana, is going to be 20 in July. And we're super proud of her. She's going into her 3rd year of
I think we all here at the Vineyard are.
Yeah, she's great. And then, so we have a almost 20. We have a 17-year-old, a 15-year-old, a 13-year-old, and a 9-year-old.
There you go.
Yeah, they're spread across the board.
Yeah, so your youngest is right about the same age as my youngest. So
yeah.
She's 10. And
and she's very involved. She's here all the time. She's always asking me questions. And
then, like, after we're done with the service, she'll be up on the stage, like, playing around on the piano. I'm going to get my kids up on stage.
I hear rumors she likes donuts. Is that true?
She likes donuts, hot coffee.
Yeah, I'm like, you only get 5. So let me ask you this then. You know, so you guys, the two of you kind of came to the Vineyard about 5 years ago.
We actually got married.
I was gonna say, you got married. Was it 2020?
It was.
I remember we were all kind of like, are we allowed to do weddings?
It was right smack in the middle of COVID, and we're having this wedding no matter what.
We did it, we did it, and we were able to get a license. We had to go.
And my dad was able to be a witness. Yeah, which was cool. really.
Your dad passed away shortly after that.
Yeah. It was within, I think it was about a year afterwards or so that he passed away.
Yeah. It was sad. I remember that.
Yeah.
So last question for you before we just destroy these last tacos.
They were really delicious.
Yeah. What is God doing in your life right now? Like when you try to think about like how God's active in your life, what are some things that you'd say, hey, God's doing this?
Honestly, I don't want to pinpoint your message specifically, but I really noticed.
It's okay, just so you know, it's okay if you do.
I noticed as soon as you had the sermon about spiritual warfare, like I had been experiencing it a lot beforehand, but then once you pointed, you highlighted it for what it was in my life, it was really just like, oh man, yeah, this is what I've been dealing with so much with. And it's, it's really hard at times, especially being an ex-addict. I used to use methamphetamine for a lot of years, and thankfully never, injected it, just smoked it. But, having to deal with that addictive personality and fighting that battle day to day is really... at times it's crippling, mentally and spiritually. And I just feel like I'm at times being suffocated, but, being here involved in the church and having the church community, their support. I just, I always feel like, and of course the support of my family. I mean, that's above and beyond.
Yeah, your family's pretty amazing.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. My family's pretty great. My kids, they're kids. Yeah. They have their moments like all kids do. But
yeah, it'd be weird if they were all easy. I'd be really upset at you.
Yeah, for real. It's like, how did you get so dang lucky?
Yeah.
No, some people's kids are like that, but
So would you say that one of the things that God's doing in your life has just been kind of helping you understand the clash of kingdoms? We use that language.
Definitely, yeah. It's an ongoing battle, and we are warriors in that battle. But a lot of the times, I kind of take all of this burden on myself, and like I'm gonna fight the battle myself. But I have to remember, and Jennifer Markhart actually helped me with this a couple Sundays ago. I was having a really bad day. She said that she prayed with me, and she had a vision that of me with the sword holding all the burden and still trying to fight this battle, and God reaching down and you know, saying, "Here, let me fight for you."
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's
exactly. So you know, it's,
Yeah, we love having Jennifer here.
yeah, she is so amazing. She really is.
Yeah.
She is.
Well, that's awesome, man. Well, thanks for taking the time to eat
Thank
some tacos.
you. Thanks for inviting me to have these wonderful tacos.
We've been planning on having you on a Taco Tuesday
on this last one.
We've been talking about having you on for a while, so.
Thank you, yeah.
Hey, thanks for watching this Taco Tuesday, and if you see Anthony playing bass, talk to him after service and get to know him. Like you said, don't judge the book by his cover. When I first saw him, I was super scared. I thought he was probably going to beat me up or something. Not really, but he's a great guy, loves Jesus, growing, and really a valuable part of our church community. So thanks, Anthony.
Thank you.